Madam President, it is my duty and pleasure to present Ellen Dunlap for WPI's honorary degree. In 2014, Ellen Dunlap accepted the National Humanities Medal on behalf of the American Antiquarian Society, an organization she had led for the past 23 years. In a White House ceremony, President Barack Obama praised the society for safeguarding the American story. A national treasure and a jewel of Worcester, the society was founded in 1812 by Isaiah Thomas, the leading printer and publisher of his generation. Today, it is the largest and most accessible library of its kind, preserving more than 4 million items that document the history of the United States through 1876. The collection includes about 60% of the books printed in the United States prior to 1820, more than 2 million newspapers, and printed material of every sort. Among its treasures are the first book printed in America and the only surviving copy of the first American edition of Samuel Richardson's novel Pamela, printed in Philadelphia by Benjamin Franklin. Dunlap has helped bring the society into the modern age. Under her visionary leadership, it has increased its visibility, raised funds for acquisitions, fellowships, curating, and outreach, provided greater accessibility through digital initiatives, and expanded public programming. It has also launched a host of innovative programs for K-12 teachers and students. But as the Society's impact has broadened, it has vigorously maintained its core mission of making a world-class research collection available to scholars. And through the experiences of visitors and the work of its fellows and visiting scholars, it has had a profound impact on the way Americans of all ages understand the past. Prior to leading the Society, Dunlap was director of the Rosenbach Museum and Library in Philadelphia and research librarian at what is now the Harry Ransom Research Center at the University of Texas, Austin, where she earned a bachelor's degree and master's in library science. She has been chair of Mass Humanities, the Independent Research Libraries Association, and the Archives, Manuscripts, and Special Collections program of the Research Libraries Group. In her quest to make the Society a vital force in the Worcester community, she has chaired the Worcester Cultural Coalition and been a member of the board of the Greater Worcester Community Foundation. For her leadership of a great American and Worcester institution, her vital role in helping preserve the American past, and her passion for sharing that past with present and future generations, it is WPI's honor to confer on Ellen S. Dunlap the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
By the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, granted to the trustees of Worcester Polytechnic Institute and entrusted by them to me, I now confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree with the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much. Permit me to begin on a personal note with a virtual shout out to my 95-year-old mother. In Texas, she was a retired professor, and today her memory isn't what it once was. But seeing me in this getup might remind her of how I used to play Commencement in her academic regalia that she kept in the front closet. And may that image also remind each of you that it's never folly to dream an improbable dream. Receiving this unexpected award from WPI has prompted me to look back over the past 40 years on the trajectory of my career as a library administrator. It started in the age of Hollerith cards and Selectric typewriters. And just yesterday, I was meeting with heads of other national research libraries, deliberating how best to advance the semantic web by embracing linked open data and digital access to the remarkable cultural resources once locked away in our analog repositories. And I'm just saying, if you aren't following the AAS Instagram account, you are missing something totally cool. So in these few minutes, let me give you my 5 takeaways that I got from thinking back over my career. First, be curious. When I was your age, fresh from college, I thought I knew everything. But as I ventured out into the world, I encountered all sorts of things that were total mysteries to me, and every day since then, I've found even more things I don't understand. But I embrace them. I look them up. I look up everything, online, in books, in conversations with others. That's what librarians do. Be willing to explore what and who you don't yet know, and your life will be a great adventure of continuous learning. 2, be brave. The trajectory of my career wasn't smooth, but took giant leapfrog hops. I took them not because I was qualified for the new job, but because I was willing to risk the challenge of jumping into a new unknown. And may the risk you take be as rewarding as mine have been. 3rd, be magnanimous. When things go well, share credit with those who have contributed even modestly to that success. When I sent an all-staff email sharing the announcement of today's event, I told them, "You guys make me look good." And as a corollary, when things go badly, don't share blame in that same way. Be proud of where you come from. Each of us has a real past, and while that past doesn't need to predetermine where we're going, it has shaped who we are. Share your past with others you meet, and I can assure you it will foster more connections than condemnations. After all, the 2 most remarkable moments in my personal career, my interactions with Presidents Clinton and Obama, both began by my telling them proudly, "Mr. President, I'm from Worcester." My 2 encounters with Jackie Kennedy Onassis, on the other hand, started by merely picking up the telephone in days before caller ID and just saying hello. And be willing to extend love. I have my loving husband and amazing daughter here with me today. But many of you similarly have your wonderful family and friends with you. And join me in taking advantage of this important moment in our lives to acknowledge all that they have meant to us. And for those of you who feel separated by distance or issues from your family, may you find a way to express your love in your own way. And let me conclude with a reminder to be always grateful. Thus, I extend not only my thanks to Laurie, the trustees, and the entire WPI faculty and staff for this extraordinary honor, but also to each of you, the graduates, for all that you have already accomplished and all that you will contribute henceforth. I know you are going to change the world for the better for all of us, and for that, I thank you all.